Ladies and gentlemen, today I want talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. Almost 3 years ago, COVID-19 began to stay in the world. Since then, the virus has destroyed communities, systems, and economies. For much of the world, this has been filled with insecurity and hardship, driven by the common goal of the world for ending the pandemic, and collaboration must be had in order to develop and create vaccines that are safe and effective for worldwide billions of people. Without major investment in readiness, distribution, and accessible, COVID-19 vaccine will remain out of reach for far more people, particularly in communities already struggling to cope with the impact of the pandemic. Until now, Indonesia is still struggling to fight with the COVID-19. Every day, the number of positive always increase. The public is reminded by the government to follow and comply with the health protocol, from wearing masks, washing hands, and keeping a distance, because this thing has become a rule for all of us since the pandemic. Do you know what is coronavirus? Coronavirus is a virus that attacks the respiratory system. The disease caused by this viral infection is called COVID-19. Coronavirus can cause heart problem of the respiratory system, lung infection, and even death. Most people infected with the virus will experience mild to moderate respiratory problem and recover without requiring special treatment. However, some will become seriously illness and require medical attention. Older people and those with underlying medical condition like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, chronic respiratory disease, or cancer are more likely to develop serious illness. Anyone can get sick with COVID-19 and become seriously ill or die at any age. The virus can spread through an infected person's mouth or nose in small liquid particles when they cough, sneeze, spit, sing, or breathe. This particle range from larger respiratory droplets to smaller aerosol. It is important to practice respiratory etiquette. For example, cover by hand when coughing, and if you feel unwell, stay home and self-isolate until you recover to avoid transmission to others. Omicron is a new COVID-19 variant. The symptoms are more light than the variant that have been seen so far, including the Delta variant. The symptoms are similar to the common cold, like cough, runny nose, stuffy nose, weakness, fever. The impact of COVID-19, especially for students, is the inhibition of the learning effectiveness, where students must carry out online learning for an undetermined time. Therefore, we must work together to obey the health protocol so that this virus outbreak can end soon. To prevent the COVID-19, we must wear double masks in public space, especially indoors, or if physical restrictions are not possible, as much as possible to avoid crowds such as in classroom without implementing the health protocol. Washing hands with soap and at all time. If there is no water and soap, you can wash using a hand sanitizer to leave when you are out of the house. During this pandemic, fried food and cold drinks should be avoided to replace them with healthy food such as vegetables. Taking vitamin C and D so that the body immunity can increase. The last is to seek information about the vaccination program from the governments and immediately get complete full vaccination. Because if you have been full vaccinated, even you infected by the virus, the symptom will more lighter. COVID-19 has lived with us since 2019. Therefore, even though this virus has subsided, we must not slack off to obey health protocol and live healthy to avoid COVID-19. Finally, if there any error in this speech, I apologize and thank you very much for all your attention.